Hello dear students, how are you? I hope you fine and safe at your home. I welcome you once again in this video. And in this previous video we have studied about the whole life of Jesus Christ. His teachings, his baptism, resurrection, crucifixion and the main disciples of Jesus. And rise to Christianity also. But now in this video we have to study about the Bible, the decline of ancient Europe, crusades, the results of crusades and the Christian monastic order and the similar this topic. Okay, now let's start. Now today's first topic is the Bible. We all know about the Bible. It is the holy book of Christians and it is divided into two parts, the Old Testament and New Testament. Old Testament, it consists the history of religious belief of the Jews, and the New Testament, it includes the biography and teaching of Jesus Christ. The second main point, the decline of the ancient Europe. The Roman Empire began to disintegrate in 5th century and there were many factors to fall of the Roman Empire. The first one is barbaric invasions. Barbaric means the continued and frequent attack. Various Germanic tribes such as Goths, Vandals and Franks frequent attacked the Roman Empire and plundered and ravaged. And many Roman territories as well as they also attacked the city of Rome, and gradually these tribes started settling in the western part of Europe. And the second point is political and economic crisis. Those who were the emperor at that time, they were weak and inefficient, and they were engaged in their selfishness, their own self-interest, indulgence, and lavishing lifestyle. And as the result, common people became dissatisfied with that, and they had to suffer from increased taxation and inflation, and thus we can say that the political and economic environment was prone to crisis. And the third point is the division of the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire was divided into two parts, the eastern part, the Eastern Empire and the Western Empire. The Eastern Roman Empire was also known Byzantine Empire, and Constantinople was the capital of Eastern Roman Empire, which was established by the Roman Emperor Constantine. And students, we have studied about the Constantine, and this Constantinople is known today modern Istanbul. And now we talk about the Western Roman Empire. Western Roman Empire was not developed in powerful like Eastern Roman Empire, and the last emperor of Romulus Augustulus was defeated by barbarian attack. And in this way, the Western Roman Empire ended by the 15th century, while the Eastern Roman Empire survived for 1,000 more years, comparatively Western Empire. When the fall of western part, then a new center of power began to rise and came to existence. Christian's Catholic Church became the main center of learning, one of the major unifying factors. And the next main topic, the spread of Christianity to other regions. The first one, now conversion to Christianity. Most of the population of Europe had converted to Christianity by the beginning of the 10th century CE. Almost European states declared Christianity as their state religion. All kings, feudal lords and their masses converted to Christianity, and due to which the power and wealth of the Christian Catholic Church increased infinitely. And next point is the Crusades, a series of wars that European Christian countries fought against the Muslim in Palestine in the 11th, 12th and 13th century. It began in 11th century when the Turks invaded Constantinople, while they had already captured the Jerusalem, and then the Pope appealed to the Christians to rise up against the Turks. And then next point is results of crusade. And now students, we will discuss about that what did the impact appeared in medieval Europe. Many significant changes were appeared in medieval Europe due to these crusades. And the first one, the Christians started the use of gunpowder and they learned this art from Muslims. During the Crusades, the knowledge of various sectors like science, medicine, architecture was transferred from Islamic Greek world to the West, and this process opened the path for the Renaissance in Europe. And there were many scientific discoveries and inventions originate in the Western world, and many inventions of Arabs entered in West, such as algebra, optics, engineering, and they began to be taught as a new course in Europe universities. Now, next point is the Christian monastic order. I think it is the new term for you. So, firstly, we start from the meaning of monasteries. A monastery was a building or buildings where people lived and worshipped, devoting their time and life to God. And the people who lived in monastery were called monks. In this way, we can say that Christian monastic order means a group of persons living under a religious rule. A new concept of church developed in the 3rd century CE. The Christian monks lived in monastery and where they spent their life in worshipping God, devotion and services to humanity. And the women who followed the same path came to be called nuns. Or we can say that the female monks were called nuns and they remained unmarried and devoted their life to spiritual matter and serving humanity. And now next point is life in monasteries. Okay, let's discuss about the how did the monks and nuns live and spend their life in monastery. The monk and nuns lived a simple but orderly life. They followed the strict rules and regulation which was made by monasteries, and these monasteries had everything needed, such as a large garden, ponds, library, church, and hospitals. And the next point is priest and bishops. As I told you that priest and bishop both are different posts in monastic order. Priest's rank was lowest in a monastic order, and they performed religious services, baptism, and conducted marriages. And the bishops, the rank of bishop was higher than priests, and they supervised the church in everyday functioning. And the next point is Pope, the Bishop of Rome. Pope was the highest rank in monastic order. There were 5 important places of Christian Catholic Church, such as Rome, Alexandria, Antioch, and Jerusalem. And the bishops of this church were also considered supreme, but the Bishop of Rome received absolute supremacy, and he took the title of Pope. Pope means father in Latin, and later the popes of Rome claimed for more powers because they nominated themselves as a successor of Saint Peter and helped spread Christianity throughout the Western world and beyond. And the popes of Saint Peter Church became the spiritual head of the Christianity. And the next point is the role of Christian monasteries. These monasteries played an important role in a medieval period. They emerged as a center of learning for monks and nuns, and various subjects like literature, art, and religion were studied there. With the efforts of these monks and monasteries, huge churches were built in many cities and towns. And these churches established some great learning centers such as Cambridge and Oxford universities. Many works and reforms were carried out by nuns and monks, such as educated children, treated sick people, and they extended help to needy. And gradually, these monasteries proved to be important center of Christianity, where many art and architecture flourished and developed. such as mural painting, woodwork, and glass painting. So students, our first chapter is completed, and I hope that you have understood this chapter very well. It is important information. The question answers, back exercise, and the glossaries of this chapter will be provided very shortly in your school app in the section of class notes. Please search there, and let's meet in another video with some interesting topic. Okay, bye.